Hey guys, this is KaBoom, and I'm going to be bringing you a quick video of basically certain, different things in AVA, which stands for Alliance of Valiant Arms. It is another first-person shooter other than Combat Arms, and it seems a little more realistic than it because it seems to give more realism to the how it draws, and how the gun scopes in, and all this other stuff with the recoil. Because in Combat Arms, you know how the M4 has almost no recoil? This thing, the recoil is pretty strong for an M4 even. But the game is really amazing, in my opinion, because it's just so fun to play. And here's the training. I only got a little bit of the training because of my recorder, because I downloaded this game through Steam, even though I already had an A.V.A account, which is the game company that owns this game. A.V.A. It's spelled like IJJI, and their website is ijji.com. But it's kind of funny. I made an A.V.A account a while back, and it was so I could play Project Point Blank, or Point Blank, or whatever the game is called. And back when I made my account, the game wasn't even released in America yet, so I couldn't even play the game yet because it was Iggy is a. Oh yeah, and here's my voice. I don't know how it got recorded, but something weird happened, so my voice got recorded during this video. And yeah, this is a Glock 21, I believe. And you don't really, I don't even think you use this gun in the game. Funny enough, you get a different pistol, but yeah, you get a P226 in the real game. And one of the main things I love about this game is that all the at the very beginning, you know how they showed you those guns? If you didn't read it, all of them were permanent, except for the bottom list, which those are expendable, which means that after a number of uses, they just kind of break, and you can't use them anymore. And with permanent weapons, they slowly degrade and break and stuff, and after a while, you just basically fix them. And that, I think it's really cool because of how this game works, because you can get a permanent weapon for the in-game free credits, which are called euros, like in Europe. It's kind of funny, but you use euros basically to repair your guns, buy new guns permanently or for an expendable duration, which is kind of cool because I got a stupid bouncy sword thing, and here's me trying to show you a little of the sniper gameplay, but then it cuts off about now. So here's some gameplay in the map. It's cold something, I can't remember what it's called, but this was the first game I played, and as you can see on the bottom it says there's no time left, and on the top they have my team and the other team have no points or kills or anything, which is kind of stupid because how the game kind of glitched. So I had to quit this game way later, 15, 20 minutes later. I just kind of went, you know what, screw this. We're not getting any better on our team or anything, so I'm going to leave. But here's some gameplay from in this match. My very first match in this game. Still getting used to it. It's kind of interesting because it was a weird game. And I love the MP5 on this game because it's got tiny recoil compared to Combat Arms. I mean, it's got even less, and Combat Arms MP5s have zero recoil at all. So this thing has virtually zero. It's really good, but when you're in scope and tapping at long range, that's not the case. But in close quarters, it's nothing. I mean, it's literally nothing, as you can see me in these games, because you can see how the crosshair doesn't really switch. And in this game, it's really cool. You get to pick one of 3 crosshairs from the options menu after you've made your account, which is kind of cool because unlike Combat Arms where you have to buy a new reticle, you can choose one of 3. And the default is like the Combat Arms one that's just an X that separates, or just a cross that separates. In this, you can have a cross that separates like that, a cross with a dot in the center like I do, which I really like because for some reason it helps me aim better. And you can have a really pixelated looking X, which is kind of like an older one, for a Doom. I guess they tried to make it like a Doom style one or something. I don't know. It's weird, but they try to make a new, like an old-fashioned one, kind of. And I like how this game's pistol fires are, because it fires really realistically. One thing I don't like about the game is the blood effect, because I haven't taken time to really find out if you could take it off, because I never do like blood effect, as a lot of people, well, as a lot of you may know, because when I play video games, I don't want it to be too realistic, because it just screws up my focus if it's too real. And here's when I didn't really notice that nades can get stopped up there by little things on the ceiling. And the reason why we didn't get any points is because those little metal things that you collect, you're supposed to collect 3 of those, and then you get a score. But for some reason it kept resetting itself for no reason, even though it wasn't supposed to. So it was really stupid why we weren't getting points. It was just some sort of glitch thing, and this match dragged on and on and on and on. But the game, I played various other matches afterwards. It's amazing, but you have to get really used to it, because just like Combat Arms, it keeps recocking your gun, which is kind of annoying after a while, and realistically you'd lose ammo every time you did that, but it's a really good game. And I'd recommend you try it out. If any of you haven't tried it already, you should try this game. It's amazing. And I'm going to start making commentaries for this and Combat Arms, and maybe Project Point Blank or whatever that is, if I get time or anything. There's me trying to get a headshot. I just fail like crazy, and then I cough. But that's because I thought that the recorder wasn't working, or for my voice. And like the next couple of videos after this, I'm not making any noise, but I just want to show the very first video I made, or very first 2 videos I made. But weird thing, since I downloaded the game through Steam, Steam has a special thing that takes screenshots if you hit F12, and that's the button I've been using to start recordings on my recorder. So I had to leave the game, reset my recorder settings to F11, and then I had to reset my in-game picture taking settings to F10, so that's a lot to get used to, actually. Because I used to never hit F11, so now I have to remember to hit F11 whenever I'm starting a recording. And it's really, really weird. And when I hit F11, it starts this clan chat thing on there, which is kind of irritating, because when I hit F8, the thing that tells me my FPS in game, my frames per second, is moved when you hit F9. So it's kind of annoying after a while. And the F10 button, which takes screenshots, is also the button for the all chat. So if I hit F10, which is for the all chat thing, then I'm going to take a screenshot. So I got to reset all of my settings for my recorder still. And I got to get used to all these new settings. And it's going to be really interesting making these videos. But the game is way more realistic, way more fun. And even though it's way more realistic, I enjoy it more, because it just puts more difficulty in interest. Like, it makes me more interested in the game. And also the game has these, like, bot characters that aren't even actual characters. Like, the servers will generate, like, fake bot characters for you to fight with, too. So that you don't have, like, if a room's not full or anything, you can have way more characters than usual. Like, if it's a 3v3 match, and the room is set for 8 people or on each team or something, it would have, like, 5 bots on each team, and the bots suck. Look at this. I think that was a bot. I'm not sure. It might not have been. It might have just been a noob, but another thing that made me crack up about this game is that when you're a noob, your symbol is a little duck. So comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.